homeschool goals. What are your master homeschool goals? I stopped on my walk to ask you, by the time your kids graduate high school, what are the 5 to 7 things that you want your kids to have mastered by the time you graduate? If you have these goals in place, you'll be able to filter everything that you do through these goals, and you'll not waste any time. It's important. These got established in our house after a big conniption fit that I had because I couldn't teach my kids all the stuff. And my husband's like, Bekki, by the time you graduate high school, what do you want your kids to know? What do we want our kids to know? And our master goals have remained the same since then. So what are yours? Share them. If you need access to, I have the stuff inside Homeschooling Olympians. I have blog posts, and you of course have access to me at least through email at abetterwaytohomeschool@gmail.com. What are your goals? Ours are, so if you don't have yours in place, you can use ours as kind of fodder or fertilizer. Okay? Our first goal is that we share our faith with our kids. Everything that we do always circles back to what we believe. For us, that's number one. Our next goals are, I always say them in the same order, that our kids know their math facts inside and out by the time they graduate high school. Okay? Most kids are not mathematicians. Out of our 5 kids, only 20% of them are mathematicians. Sam is a mathematician and a scientist. Everybody else just needs to know how to add. But Sam needs the higher stuff. So basic math stuff. Think arithmetic and very basic algebra. So math facts. The next thing is that the kids are marinated in literature, that they fall in love with reading, that we cultivate a reading culture within our family. That means that we do and did this much evaluating what we were reading until the kids basically hit high school. We just read for the love of reading, and that was it. And we talked about it. We would absorb. I like weird words, so I would absorb phrases like dilapidated riverside hermitage because I thought that was funny, or phantasmagoric. So we would talk about what we were reading. We would talk about what we thought was going to happen next, and we would read another page, another chapter, another book. So marinate the kids in literature. And then the last goal falls in line with oral language. Excuse me, that the kids become excellent communicators by the time they graduate high school. And so by the time they launch into life, they have resumes, they have LinkedIn, they can write emails and formal letters and essays and research projects and stories and poems and all the things. But when they're little, we lean into the process of writing. Tons of brainstorming, tons of pre-writing, tons of rough drafts, sketches, comic strips, that kind of stuff. And then the whole course of their journey is practicing standing up and saying what they think, saying what they believe, sharing what they learned, reciting a piece of literature that they memorized, like in oral language. So what are your master homeschool goals? Share them if you dare in the comments below so that we can learn from each other. There's a lot of new homeschoolers in this group. And if you don't have your master homeschool goals in place, what ends up happening is you jump from this curriculum to that curriculum, this teaching method to that teaching method, taking on all the things because you're afraid that the kids are going to miss out or that you're not doing a good enough job. But when you have your master goals, you can look at it and say, are they moving forward with their basic math? Yes. Are we reading every day? Are we varying what we expose them to? Yes. Are they learning to write? Slowly is fine. Sidewalk chalk qualifies. Dry erase markers on the window qualifies. Drawing pictures in a sequence of events qualifies. Are they learning to write? And do I give them opportunity to stand and to share their opinion, to share their idea, or to answer a question, or to memorize something and to recite it, or to give a speech or a presentation? Are you doing those things? Then you're moving forward. And at the end, when they graduate, and when they fly away, like they do, you're gonna be like me. You're gonna be like, man, that went fast, but boy, are they amazing. So share your master homeschool goals. I can't wait. And if you're afraid to share them in the group, share them with me directly. A better way to homeschool at gmail.com. Love you guys.